All right, here we are with my 2006 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 crew cab. Let's take a look at that. Love my truck, and we love taking care of our vehicles here at Peters Synthetics. This engine, this truck, only has 140+ thousand miles. However, something that I've never done has been change out the brake fluid. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And of course, we've got this great AMSOIL brake fluid that we've got here. 100% synthetic brake fluid. That's right. Brake fluid's DOT 3 and DOT 4. It meets all the specifications for DOT 3 and DOT 4 for this particular vehicle and many, many other vehicles that are on the market today. So it's just one of those things that we are really, really proud of here at Peters Synthetics. And we want to talk to you more about that. Now, we're going to be doing a brake fluid flush today. That means we're going to be sucking out all the bad brake fluid, the old brake fluid. And then we're going to be doing a brake bleed. We're going to bleed the brakes. That's right. Yes, we are Dracula. We are going to suck your brake fluid. So as a side note, we want to let you know that we are not like straight up mechanics here at Peters Synthetics. We're more of a guy that likes to work on his own vehicles. Now, I can help people with their oil change because I feel like I've done enough oil changes in my life, and how to help people in general with their vehicles, like with, with fluids, things of that nature. I mean, I'm an AMSOIL dealer, but I also enjoy working on my vehicles that I really enjoy doing, and I really like helping people with that because it takes care of their vehicle. It helps their investment last longer. Why would you want to use something other than AMSOIL? There's a couple of reasons why you'd want to use something different than your OEM fluid. Now, I'm going to sit here and tell you that, as a disclaimer, if you use your OEM fluid and change your fluids and your filter at the recommended intervals, okay, your brakes, brake fluid, your transmission fluid, etc., that you're going to be just fine. You won't have the same lifespan out of your transmission, your engine, that you would if you were to use AMSOIL from beginning to end. I mean, that's really one of the things that we really want to boost here is that you're extending the life of your parts. I mean, I'd rather buy fluids instead of car repairs, okay, that are now, with the economy, they're getting into the thousands of dollars. And I would rather be using something that gives us, better gas mileage, improved acceleration, that gives us more life to our components, I mean, this is just real stuff, and we have all the data, everything that you want to back up our claims. So if you ever see this, and see somebody bad-mouthing AMSOIL, well, just point them to the data. The data. Mr. Data. You are a strange and disturbing man. So I'm going to get right to the point. So I'm not going to continually rattle on like this because I know that, it's not something that you guys really are here to see. You want to see what's going on exactly with AMSOIL, what you could do to help extend the life of your vehicle, less labor time. Because if you think about it this way, if you change your brakes or change your oil every 5,000 miles, for instance, well, you can take ours and go 15, 20, 25 with oil analysis, okay? And you can not only save, but less labor. Save those 3 oil changes. You're actually spending more money with OEM fluid. That's true. And you can actually, you save the money with that, and it's less labor time. I mean, if you do this yourself, or labor costs, but if you do this yourself, we're talking about 3 times as much time to do the oil changes to keep your vehicle running at its tip-top shape. Whereas you can do this once a year, possibly, or more, and you'll save that time. You can just be doing something else with your family instead of on the weekend changing oil in everybody's cars. All right, so we're here with our 2006 Chevy Silverado. We're going to be changing the brake fluid. This is AMSOIL DOT 4, DOT 3 transmission fluid. This is brake fluid, and it's a very high performance brake fluid specifically designed as a multi-use product for passenger car, light trucks, and power sports applications. And it has a boiling point of 368 degrees, and it exceeds the minimum standard of 311 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you can see that. So this is our synthetic brake fluid from AMSOIL. So we're going to be doing the flush today. So the brake fluid flush. So here we go. And we're going to be using this right here. It's just a little pump. You can get it at Harbor Freight, Walmart for like 5, 10, 15 bucks. AMSOIL sells one. So if you guys are interested in one, I can get you one. That's a better quality product than this. Mine's just a regular old, pump. It works. It's functional, and we're going to be using that today. You want to make sure if some people don't want to reuse these hoses. I'm of the opinion that if I'm taking it out, as long as it doesn't leak down into it, and this is clean on this end, I really don't see a reason why we can't use the same fluid, because we're not letting anything drip back in. I mean, because we've washed this out with water and it's been dry for about a week and a half, so I don't see if it's any kind of problem by reusing these hoses. So if anybody has something to say about that, please let me know in the comments below. And if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Hit that bell and click all. And anytime we make a new video, I'd love for you guys to check it out, share it with your friends.
What goes through your mind?
So here we go. Here we go. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take this off. I'll give you guys, see if we can get a visual. See the brake fluid that's down in there. I don't really know if you can see it that well, but it looks pretty dark to me. This is OEM fluid, 20,000 miles, and honestly, it looks like some of it has started to separate. I'm not a brake fluid expert. I don't claim to know everything, but about vehicles. It looks like you can see right down in there, and it looks pretty dark. All right, so we're going to go ahead and see if we can extract the fluid out of here. Now, one thing I want to caution you about is make sure that when you go to bleed your brakes, that you make sure that the master cylinder, this container here, the reservoir, stays to the line where it's supposed to be, because if you drain it down, you're bleeding the brakes. You may need to reprime your master cylinder, and that can be a real pain in the rear. So that's just a point. All right, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and start pumping, and you can start to see the brake fluid starting to come out already. Oh boy, here we go. We're going to pump some more after we got the camera repositioned a little bit. Whoa. You can already see that there's pieces down there. Now there is some dirt in here that someone didn't clean out, or maybe one of us forgot to do it. Oh. Well, that stuff is nasty. See if we can reposition the hose a little bit, see if we can get some more fluid. Alright, I think I've gotten as much of the brake fluid as I can get. Alright, now you can see in here that this brake fluid has already started to break down. You can see it feels like you can see some of the water separation already in just like 15,000 miles. And if you've been more than like 100,000 since you've done a flush like this, I would highly recommend that you get a change out. Okay, because this right here is really bad. You can see the separation with the dirt that was already in here. This is not dirt from there, but if you look right there really close, see if you can zoom in. Can they see it sharply? I don't know if you can really see that. My camera, because I don't have the best camera in the world, but it's already starting to separate. So, all right, let me set this aside, and let's go ahead and pour in some of our 100% synthetic brake fluid. So take a look. We're gonna, oh, you gotta pop this thing. There we go. And it's okay if we do it like this. They've done studies where this is totally fine. It's not going to pour in there because we've got a great seal that's on here. So get this thing close. Let's get them to look at that crystal clear brake fluid, that beautiful brake fluid that's going in there. I mean, look at that. That is some beautiful stuff. And this stuff will take you and last you a long time. Boiling point way exceeds the OEM. So really, really enjoy this product quite a bit. And we might as well just pour the whole thing in there because we're going to be bleeding the brakes here. All right. So now we're going to be going under the vehicle. All right, so now we're going to reposition the camera and we're going to go underneath the vehicle. We're going to go to the passenger rear and begin bleeding the brakes. So here we go. All right. So now we're underneath the vehicle. And this is the nipple for the drum brakes on the back of this 2006 Chevy Silverado. And I'm going to spray some metal protector, AMSOIL metal protector on it. Look at that metal protector. And that's it displaces moisture, and it also you know, helps free up rusty parts. So now we're going to spray some on here. I can't see that well. To help get that loose. AMSOIL also has this particular product right here. It's a brake and parts cleaner. We've already sprayed it on there a little bit just to clear up some of the dust and the debris. And you know, there's a little bit of dirt under there that we didn't get with the wash. So there you go. There's some brake and parts cleaner for you.
We went around and bled all 4 brakes. If you do this as well, just make sure that you keep fluid in the master cylinder.
We're back here with Peter's Synthetics, and we just got through with our entire brake fluid flush. We are all done with that. We started with the passenger rear, then we went to the driver's rear, then we went passenger side, and then we went to the driver's side and bled the brakes, and we kept adding this fluid. Make sure you keep adding the fluid. On my particular truck, this is a 2006 Chevrolet Silverado. We used a 8mm wrench on the back, and we used a 10mm wrench on the front. This is actually light. It looks like cream soda, don't it? I don't know if you can see that, but you can see sediments at the bottom. I don't know if you really see that, but there's some sediment that's actually in there that was in the brakes. And but anyway, so that's some of the dirty fluid. And now, as an aside, really quick, we're going to do a little thing here. AMSOIL actually sells some Wix air filters for your inside of your compartment. You can just give us a call at the the link below. We have the information. You can give me a call 24/7. If you don't get me, just leave a message. I'll call you back. We can text as well. This, for my particular truck, this is a 42488, okay, Wix air filter. Got to get it from here at AMSOIL, okay. Right, so I've already loosened the bolts for this, so we just lift this up, right, and then we pull the old filter out. Now, take a look at that. I'm not sure if this is a Wix that I put in there to begin with. It doesn't look too bad on the surface, but if you see that, you can see dust just flying out. I mean, a lot of times we know you could take an air compressor and, you know, blow it out. I don't really like to do that too much. I like to change these For me, I like to change them every 10, 12,000 miles. I'm not sure what the recommended amount of mileage is for the particular vehicle. You'll have to look at your owner's manual for that. So we're going to toss that one. And we're going to get our brand new Wix filter and install that. Check that out. Looks like there's more. It's like a better quality filter. Looks like there's more of it. More pleats, it looks like. Okay. And it looks like we've got some, looks like there's a type of glue that's keeping the pleats together so that it doesn't malform. Go.
Can't see it at home.
You get a look at that. Okay.
There it goes. Okay.
So there we go. Do you see that right there? That's a bit of glue that's holding the pleats together. And I don't know if Wix normally does that with these air filters for AMSOIL or not. I'm going to have to check on that for you. Careful not to damage the pleats. We want those to last us a long time. And if you'll come a little closer here, my lovely assistant. There. And that is a good, tight, nice, snug fit right there. And this is neat. I mean, I don't know if you guys really can see this, but this is a DeWalt. I've had this for about 2 years. It's a cordless screwdriver type, DCF682. Man, this thing is great. It really just does the job. You just push a button and then turn it the way you want it to go. I mean, literally, it's very, very effortless. And I found I didn't like it in the beginning because I was used to using 2 different buttons, you know, or a switch, you know, to change the direction. And I find that this makes quick work if you have the right tools. That one's giving me some trouble because it didn't want to go there. There we go. Now she's nice and snug. We really appreciate you joining us for our brake fluid change, or our brake fluid flush, whichever you want to call that. We're using AMSOIL, one of the best brake fluids that there is. In fact, the best, and I don't know of a better one, DOT 3 and DOT 4. And I'll have a link in the description below where you can get some AMSOIL brake fluid yourself. Okay? So you guys have a great day, and remember, here at Peters Synthetics, we go deep.